Uh, Alrighty, go live. All right, we are back to the game. All right, so last week, let's get a bead on what's going on. All right, so last week the guys were having some problems, or one of the villages. Let me go to the village, let me go to the big map, and then we'll Summerham, I should say. Summerham recruited the players because the players did come back to Summerham through one of the Sigil portals. So let me start the whole thing over. So the guys went to Ravenloft. They made it back to Ravenloft last week. They were back in Sigil. Turns out that the place was, looking pretty bleak. They had martial law throughout the whole city. The guards were pretty much under the control of Mr. Jerome. The guys know who Jerome is. He's a big ultimate baddie. All right, so Jerome has a pretty much in control of Sigil. They were aware that he was manipulating the judges due to some intellect devourers that he was importing into the city. So some of the judges, if they weren't, playing ball with him and his plan to take over Sigil, they were either going to have the intellect devourers implanted into them, or bribe. Most of them would just take bribes. The guys already know that some of the judges could could be bought off as per lore. I gave them that information a long time ago, so they know that Sigil is not, on the up and up most of the time. If anything, it's the city's pretty much neutral. The next question is, why isn't the Lady of Pain, kicking ass? She is apolitical. She doesn't really care who is in control, just as long as the city is still working, or is still doing trading with other places around the universe, which is still happening. There is another problem, which the guys didn't really investigate because they already knew that the whole place had been taken over by Jerome and his henchmen. Plus, he is in control of the majority of the judges, and so on and so forth. Anyway, I'll keep a lid on that one. So they said, well, let's get the hell out of here. So they decided to go back into a area that they visited before. The world is called Ao, and so they made it back to the Summerham village. The sheriff and a lot of people kind of knew who they were. The sheriff was like, "Hey, everything's great." We've been having some little bit of a problem with the. I did say mountain giants, but that's 3.5 edition. There are mountain giants. There's no mountain giants in 5th edition, so I had to, you know, retcon the whole thing with storm giants. Now, whether the storm giants are good or evil, that's up in the air. The storm giants don't necessarily have to be chaotic good if they don't want to. I showed them some stats on other storm giants, and they were like, okay, whatever. All right, so they found out that the storm giants were having a little bit of a problem with the cities to the north. Summerham. Well, let's go to the big map. Let's go here. Mountain giants. I'll delete that one. The big map. I kind of want to go. We might not play that much today because we're missing some people. But at least I want to give them an idea what the hell's going on. All right, so let's go to the big map. Here is Summerham at the edge of the mountainous region to the north. All right, so turns out there's a village to the north, which is. Let me go ahead and bring up that other map, which is this map here. This is a closer view of the area. All right, there's another city tier to the north, Brightforth, that Summerham has. Well, they haven't been in contact with that village because the problem with the storm giants. Let me delete this guy. They're not mountain giants. Anyway, so the Storm Giants are having problems with their city to the north. They haven't messed with Summerham for whatever reason, but Summerham is wondering what the hell's going on because a lot of the merchants that they trade with come from the north as well as some of the other cities. But Brightforth is one of the main cities that they do business with because, again, Brightforth, there's other cities to the north of that. And so the sheriff is telling the group, says, "Hey, we haven't heard from Brightforth in a while. We haven't had trading. We think that the Storm Giants might be harassing them for whatever reason." And the guys were like, "Okay, well, whatever." So they decided not to kind of, they can investigate if they want, but they don't have to. So they were able to do one of the side missions, which is there were some undead that were being, some bodies that were being excavated by the Gray Renders, and the guys were like, they took care of that. There was two sorcerers, magic users that were basically just taking the bodies and feeding them to the Gray Renders in order for them to eventually go into town and start screwing with the people of Summerham. Anyway, so they were able to stop or thwart that those evildoers. So that's basically where they were at. So they can do a couple of side missions here in Summerham. Oh, they were there was also a circus that came into town, which again the guys were like, well, we're not going to do anything with that. Anyway, there was a circus that came into town pretty much at the beginning of the day. It's pretty much almost the same day that they showed up. So they showed up in the morning. The circus showed up in the morning. One of the players overheard the owner of the circus saying that they were kidnapping a couple of people that were visiting the strippers. So the circus has, maybe a stripper or two that they're, that they use to lure some of the victims into that tent and, kidnap them or whatever. So the guys were like, okay, there's a stripper hut over there to the side of the circus that there was a couple of guys that end up missing. So they overheard the owner and one of the females that was inside, or basically like inside the tent. They were outside, and they just kind of heard him through the tent. Anyway, so they were like, well, we're not going to kind of mess with that. There was a couple of other things, such as the some of the innkeepers were having problems with things being stolen from their cellars, and the guys were like, well, we're not going to do anything with that. Anyway, so we're missing a couple of people. I just kind of wanted to fill in what was going on. So, again, if they want to investigate the Storm Giants and why they are harassing Brightforth, not only that, they're needing, the city of Summerham is needing some supplies to come in from Brightforth, and I think I already mentioned that, but I'll mention it again. All right, well, that's kind of like what I wanted to fill the guys in on. Whether we're going to do a whole...
Well,
Yeah, go ahead.
last session when we went to deal with the undead, we had asked the sheriff if he could have his team do the initial scouting on the storm giants. So can we touch base with him and see if they were able to learn anything to help us plan as we go up to investigate more?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, it's only been a day, so he's not going to get any kind of response for maybe a day or two, because they do have to seek out. I mean, they have to climb all the mountainous regions, and the hills and valleys, and so forth. So it might take longer than a couple of hours, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
All right. All right. So here's what the guys can do. They've already, they probably are. Well, they can tell me what they're doing, but they've already probably returned from the hunt for the Gray Renders, and tell the sheriff that they've disposed of the two sorcerers that were controlling these Gray Renders for the carcasses and meat of the undead people, which they're probably going to tell me that they're going to do that. While they do that, I'll give them a couple of side missions, and again, we might cut the game short today, but because we only have 3 people. But again, it's up to the players. I think we can maybe do something, but usually when you're on a
I
date and you don't feel, you know what I'm talking. I'm not talking. I'm talking crazy talk. All right. Well, let me just put him back in the sheriff's room, and then they can. I can make some stuff up for them if they want. All right. So let me put him in the sheriff's area. Since they went in the morning, they took care of the gray renders pretty fast. I'm just gonna say it's about 6 o'clock. Sun's going down. So let me go ahead and put him on the map. Sheriff, sheriff office. All right. All right. So again, they're probably gonna tell the sheriff, hey, this is what's going on. All right. So you guys go back in the city. Everything's okay. The circus is still happening a little bit outside the town. Nobody is in panic mode because 1 or 2 people might have disappeared. Again, nobody is suspecting that the circus is kidnapping people. The only people that know any of this is you guys. And again, whether you want to tell the sheriff.
No, we also told the sheriff about that and had one of his men keep an eye on it while we went to deal with the gray renders.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for.
isn't
Okay.
that
Well.
yeah, I think that was right because one of them tried to put the moves on one of our guys.
Oh, right,
Wasn't
right.
that?
Yeah. So we went out, investigated the graveyard, came back for the night, and went out day 2 to deal with the gray renders. And so that night we came back to prepare, was I think when we heard about the circus.
Oh, okay. 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 All right. Well,
And then
it's
he's like, well, can't you guys deal with it? We were like, we're dealing with something else right now, so you keep an eye on it.
right. Oh, yeah. I remember now. Yeah. All right. So he comes in. He looks like he's looking some paperwork. His assistant takes some of the paperwork. He leaves outside. He looks up at you guys and says, "What can I do you for?" "Hello, man. I'm glad you are back." And then he kind of gets up and he says, "Look, I did get some notifications that a couple of people were missing. I had one of my men basically take act as a lookout for that strip tent for the individual lady. Um, we did have one guy who was pretty inebriated. As soon as we thought that he might be kidnapped, one of our men went inside and caught the stripper and this inebriated guy in the midst of some hanky panky. Unfortunately, we might have blown our cover by barging in on the stripper. So unfortunately, and he kind of looks at the guy who's leaving. He turns back to the sheriff and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I fucked up." So the guy that was on lookout, he kind of well, not overplayed his hand, but he kind of went in there uh, before they were able to catch the stripper, knock him out, or drugging the guy and knocking him out, and then taking him out. He was too busy, fondling the stripper, and then again, they kind of screwed that up. All right, so the sheriff says, unfortunately, they might be on to us. I would seriously doubt that they might try that again, since they know they're under surveillance. But you never know. We haven't. Well, we've had some people reported missing. Unfortunately, these people that are reporting missing tend to get into a lot of trouble on occasions due to the fact that they happen to drink a lot and are not the most honorable of men uh, that might have left. Again, we've spoken with their families, but to tell you the truth, they're actually happy that they've not returned. So as far as investigating their whereabouts, that's something that you guys might be able to help me. Unfortunately, like I said, my men are under suspicions right now, so it would be almost impossible to try to catch them in the act again. Perhaps you might be a little bit more discreet if you're interested in finding out what's going on with this evil circus, whatever you want to call it. So far, again, we haven't had any complaints from the actual circus people or the patrons that go into the circus. But again, if you do want to investigate that, I would pay you for your services.
Okay. We also wanted to update you on the graveyard situation. We did discover and deal with it was gray renders digging up the graves. They're being controlled by two sorcerers of some sort. That has been handled. However, we did encounter a different issue up there. There seemed to be some sort of a mine by the graveyard, and in the front building of the mine, there were quite a few dead corpses in there, and we were not able to glean what caused that. We did find a goblin who was terrified, said his whole village had been killed. He was the only one left. Pretty
He,
shaken up by whatever had done that, but I wasn't sure if you heard of any rumors or dangers down in the mines that may have caused that situation.
he
I
says, "Well,
think
I have had some people from the outskirts of the city that have been coming in and asking for us to investigate the whereabouts of some of the villagers. Unfortunately, some of the villagers that are outside the city uh, might not be the most. Let's just say they're not the most important of people. If you haven't noticed, a couple of the nobles in the city have made things a little bit difficult for my garrison troops or my men to try to do something more than we can handle. As you already know, I'm having some problems with the supplies as well as some of the routes that go through the Storm Giants um, territory. Not only that, we've had some issues with some gnolls that been raiding some of the merchants or the caravans that come in and out to the west, meaning that, let me get the map here. Let me go to that. Let me go to the overhead map because he's starting to talk about some of the other cities. All right, so he's basically talking about Everhard. Some of the gnolls have been basically harassing the caravans that are coming in through Everhard. Everhard has not only had some problems with the gnolls, but that city also is having problems with other creatures. Bulites, I think is what the last I've heard. Unfortunately, I've got my hands full with the people as well as again the merchants or the nobles of the city, breathing down my neck as far as the supplies that are coming in and out. Not only do I have to worry about the caravans coming in and out, the supplies that are used by the carpenters guilds and the bricks that are used by the masons. We have a couple of places outside the mines to the north that we've also been having issues with. Again, the city is. I've got my hands full right now. So as far as the people that are rural outside the city, that's I'm gonna have to put a hold on that, or that's my least of my concerns right now. I need to keep this city running, and the only reason and the only way to keep it running is to keep the supplies coming in and out of the city. Without supplies, there are no bricks or mortar or shields, weapons, food, supplies, and things like that. So again, if you wish to reach out to some of the people outside the city, I do know that there's no official leader there, but you could always speak with a couple of the people there, and they might be able to give you more information than I could. And it says, I'm sorry, but right now I just have too many things that I have to deal with. And if it's up to you whether you want to investigate that on your own.
Well, that's what we weren't sure if it was any of your people who were working up at that mine or not, which is why we asked. But if it's not your people, obviously it's a concerning issue, but
Well, that
not a higher priority,
well that
as
mine has
he
been,
said.
yeah, that mine has been closed for since almost before or about a year now. Well, you already know about the situation with the driders, so it made things almost impossible because
which
of
means
that.
those are probably vagrants or some people who are in there.
Well,
Okay.
as far as the people that might be disappearing, again, I would encourage you to go outside the city and maybe speak one of the elders that might be could give you more information about those particular individuals. Um, Now that we are on the same page, I am concerned over the storm giants. Usually, they've not caused us any trouble, but from what little information that we have, we do know that the storm giants have been having issues with the city of Brightforth. We haven't had any contact with any of the people at Brightforth since the conflict started, which is little more than about a month now. We figured we have some people go in there and investigate, but because of the gnolls and the other creatures that are patrolling some of the areas in the storm giants region, it's made things a bit difficult.
So I'll ask my party members, do we want to go meet up with the scouts he sent to investigate the storm giants, or do we want to deal with the circus issue?
Uh, are any of you good with investigative work?
Not me.
I check
I
my
mean,
character.
I have proficiency, I guess. I'm a +8. Intelligence is not my strongest score, though, for sure.
I'm by no means good with it either.
Same. That would be our wizard who is late tonight.
And then he kind of opens the window, and you probably haven't noticed this, but he kind of opens the window, and you can maybe make out one of the floating, well, let's just call it a floating island above the highest top of the mountain, which again, it's basically where I put the storm giant little thing there. So if you, well, let me just go ahead and put a little X just to be precise. The highest point of the mountains that, again, kind of runs through and to the north of it, to Brightforth, is basically where that, well, you can maybe make out that there is a castle above a floating island on top of the Storm Giant Mountains. Let's just call it the Storm Giant Mountains. And again, where that square or that little X that I put in is where the floating island is. And I've already showed you a picture of what it kind of looks like. You can barely make it out, but again, you can see it. He kind of points to it and says, "That's where the Storm Giants' abode is." We seldom see any storm giants, but when we do, they usually keep to themselves. Not only that, but they do have some livestock that makes things, let's just say, a bit precarious when it comes to our interacting with them. Again, we stay, they kind of keep to themselves, is what I'm trying to say. But some of the livestock that they have usually might be problematic on occasions, but again, they usually keep to themselves, as I mentioned before. I don't know if the livestock might have something to do with the problems, because we have heard that sometimes, on occasions, their livestock does tend to bleed into the Brightforth territory. And if you understand what large livestock can do to farmland, it can pretty much destroy the farmland. Again, I haven't really investigated this, but I'm just letting you know some of the issues we've come across during our dealings with the storm giants.
Let's see. How long has this storm giant been a problem again?
Well, let's see. Since the last time you came in, pretty much just almost right afterwards. Almost maybe about, I would say maybe about a month after you left. And This is out of character. You guys have been gone for 6 months. So this started maybe about a month after you guys left.
Okay.
Let me turn off music. All right. So, what do you guys think? So, here's what you have as far as choices. You can go to Everhard and investigate what's going on with that, or you can go outside the city and head out to the rural areas and see what the hell's going on with the people that are missing that you did find in the mine, or you can go and investigate what's going on with these storm giants and their livestock or whatever it is that's going on with that. Or you can try to make it to Brightforth and see what the hell is the real issue is, because none of them have been able to make it into Summerham and give um a brief on what the hell is the beef between the storm giants and Brightforth. Because right now, the sheriff is like, I don't know what the hell's going on. Nobody from Brightforth has come into the city. We need some of their supplies. We're having problems. Not only that, yeah. Go ahead.
Well, if we go in the direction of Brightforth, it sounds like we may see what's happening with the caravans. Be easier to see for ourselves because if there's no caravans coming to or from, then it's not going to be hard to see what's going on.
Okay.
Odds are we'll probably get waylaid too if we disguise ourselves as a caravan of some sort.
Okay.
We can work from there. See what's attacking all the caravans coming to and from, at the very least.
I'm done with that.
All right. All right. All right. Well, so I think you guys are gonna go to Brightforth or talk to the storm giants, just to clear
We'll
things.
take the road to Brightforth, seeing as there's no traffic going either way. It means probably something's waylaying all the caravans going through. So if we take like a wagon or something to pretend to be a caravan, odds are we'll get waylaid too, and we can see what's going down.
All right. All right. So it's about 6 at night. Do you guys want to go at night, or do you guys want to wait until the morning?
I use the restroom. I'll be right back.
All right.
I'd say wait till morning.
All right. All right. So, Morel, you have any ideas, any suggestions, or anything?
No.
All
I'm okay with this plan.
All right, so you guys fall asleep. Let me see if I get a response from the other guy. Let's see. Message him. No, he's not here. All right, so you guys fall asleep. The festivities from the circus are still happening. A couple of men, the guards, are around some of the areas inside where the circus is happening. The stripper kind of comes out. You kind of notice her talking to the female that you overheard, as well as the leader of the circus. Anyway, they're talking about something. Whether you want to, well, they're too far away for you to kind of notice. But again, since everybody's having a good time and you guys are just kind of lounging around, you could, if you wanted to, go and talk to them. But whether you want to talk, if you don't want to talk to us, that's fine. So you guys don't want to talk to them, is that correct? Probably.
Correct.
All right. All right, so you guys make it back into your inn. It starts to rain at night. A thunderstorm. It's you don't really notice it. There are no perception checks to be made to to see that somebody's spying on you. So don't worry about that. All right, so it's now the morning. The sheriff basically comes to escort you out into the city. He tells you, "Look, here's a couple of items that we're in need from Brightforth. Perhaps you can give this to the town mayor of Brightforth, because again, these nobles are breathing down my neck as far as some of the items that are required in order for this city to function." And though he gives you like maybe a dozen scrolls with seals, letting them know that, hey, give this to the Masonry Guild, the Carpenters Guild, the Shipping Guild, and so on and so forth. All right, so I would assume you guys are going to be okay with that. You start to leave the city. All right, so since the each one of these hexes is 6 miles. I think well, I didn't put it in there, but you guys can count. All right, so let's just say 1, 2, 3. So that's 18. You guys can travel 24 miles a day. So right when you get to the fourth hex, you kind of see that there are, well, you see the city, the floating city, the storm giants above you, and it's maybe about, I would say, at the highest peak, it's a little bit more than the let's see, Mount Everest. I don't know what the altitude of Mount Everest is, but just keep in mind these are huge mountains. Just heads up on that. So it makes things a little bit hard to climb. But again, there is a road that goes through the region. All right, so and plus you guys can fly. So what am I talking about? All right, so you guys are flying overhead. You see a couple of mountain giants down into the valley here, and it's pretty much nighttime. Almost, I would say.
I'm saying this real quick. Before we leave town or as we're leaving town, I do my inspiring leader stuff. So 23 temp hit points to everyone.
Oh, okay.
How much?
23. Just you jumped right into like us traveling, and I was like, I need to do this before we leave.
All right, so
All right.
so you guys make it to it's probably about maybe 10 o'clock at night when you well, actually, since you guys can fly, you can probably cover what, more than 24 miles a day. I would say what, 36 maybe. Do you guys have a precise estimate? Because again, you're not walking.
My fly speed is still the same as my walking speed. It's just more direct routes
Oh,
potentially than having to like meander through like winding cavernous roads or something.
oh, okay. Well, since you guys do fly, it's not going to be too hectic in order for you guys to make it to the other side. All right, so you make it to the almost to the edge of the mountainous region. You look down and you see what looks to be like a small army that is fighting maybe 5 or 6 storm giants. The storm giants are on the valley, on ground level. They're not on the. They're basically over here. Let me just put a circle here. They're right next to the edge of the mountains. You can't really tell what they're fighting because the only thing you could see is torches being thrown at the giants. You can't make out the giants because they're so goddamn big. I think their height is 26 to 30 feet. And
Are there any kind of banners being flown on?
No,
humans.
On the human side, you can't really. Again, it's too dark for you to tell that. Well, whatever. Just let me know if you're going to fly down and do something about it. But you see, as I mentioned, you get 4 or 5 storm giants. They're just kind of smacking these humanoids. You can see the burning torches kind of scatter as soon as they're being smacked. So you also see maybe like a storm giant grabbing his head like he's in pain. And then 2 or 3 of them, they just kind of, their feet just kind of squash 2 or 3 of the humanoids. But again, they're a little bit too far away to for you guys to actually tell what the hell is going on. But again,
Uh,
you can see the torches.
What do you guys think? Do we want to intervene? I mean, we came here looking to see what's going on with, or
So it seems like the army has the battles pretty much under control.
No, no, I wouldn't say it's an army. You could probably tell maybe there's maybe 18 to 22 torches in the area. You can't really tell whether there's any more or any less humanoids that are getting their ass.
And you said there were
kicked.
5 giants. How many
Yeah.
giants did we see down there?
5 giants. Total
Okay.
of five giants. And you, I
Well,
mean,
we
I'll
can
get
fly down.
I'll get in closer to take a look.
all right. As soon as you get closer, you start to see that they're not fighting humans. They're fighting mind flayers. And some of the mind flayers are doing, sonic attacks on them. But well, you already know this. You don't have to speculate. Storm giants have shit ton of hit points, so it's gonna take mind flayers a long time to get to probably bring one of them down. But they're trying.
Well, I
anyway.
probably would. What do you guys think? I'd probably think it'd be safer to side against mind flayers because mind flayers are usually bad.
Probably. And the storm giants have been in this area for a while, right? So trying to get in with them might open negotiations to see what the heck's going on.
I mean, I can speak giant.
Well, if they've got mind flayer activity, it's possible that the problems going on with them are caused by mind control from the mind flayer faction.
Well, and
So before we dive down in there against a group of 18 plus mind flayers,
I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong, guys. There's high level of mind flayers, but you're looking at 300, maybe 280 hit point storm giants. So it's they're tough. It might be a tough fight, but depending on the CR, the mind flayers, they might or might not win. Right now, they don't seem like they're winning though.
depending with how close we get into scout things, can we get close enough to try to identify if we know what types of mind flayers these are? So if we can see their stat blocks, or if we don't know what they are.
Yeah, well, how close are you gonna get? Because
I have to get within like 80. I'd have to get within like 80 feet of what's going down to clearly see stuff.
I could see at 120 feet.
right.
Actually, it might be 180. It might be 180 from me now.
We should both be 180, I think.
Yeah, that's enough to where you can probably tell the type of mind flare. All right, so let me give you the DC of that. Let's see. That is. Yeah, there's a lot of mind flares in these books. Let me get that for you. All right, so hold on. Expanded is taking a while. My flare. Okay, here we go. These guys look like a DC aberration. What is aberration, guys? Is that dungeoneer or hold on? Aberration is Arcana. All right, so that is an Arcana of. Let's go with 20 on that. You guys are level 17, I think.
Arcana's Intelligence, which is our wizard who is not here.
Well, 20 is the DC. Whether you can make that, that's on you. All right, so nobody's making it. Is that correct? Yeah, nobody's
No.
making it. All right, well, you you can make out their actually, let me give you a little picture of what they kind of look like. That's not
What
gonna
kind of spells are we looking at flying around from them? Or
what kind of spells?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me give you
One-
these. Well,
Warlock
you
might
can
be able
definitely
to identify some of them.
well, you don't need to make an arcana. I mean, this is common knowledge. Mind blast is something that they do. Psychic misdirection. Yeah, that's pretty much almost it. As far as spells go, they're casting. Again, you don't have to make an arcana check. They're casting confusion, feeble mind, mass suggestion. Again, remember how I said that some of the storm giants are holding their heads? But you know, 3 of them are kicking ass. So if they have to keep concentration in order to keep a mass suggestion, then you know that's going to be shut down because again, once you guys know, if you get hit, you have to maintain your concentration, and these guys are getting stomped.
I'm in favor of doing poke and run and see what happens with these mind flayers. If it looks like it might be too much for us, we could just leave.
Oh,
Yeah,
you,
because that's a huge group. If they're close to RCR, that's
oh, you guys want to get
ridiculous.
you guys want to get involved with the fight? Is that what you're saying?
I might do a poke and run, as it were, to see how they were. How
Can
much of
we
a threat.
identify from our 180 feet away? Are there any like individuals on the outskirts that we can point Bruno towards? Maybe
No,
Bruno and
no, they're
or are the
all
mind flayers all in one big group?
yeah, they're in almost in melee battle. So you have, like I said, you have maybe about I don't know.
Wait, so they're all engaged in melee with the giants.
Yeah, I mean they're close enough to where. Well, you guys know that mind blast. There's a certain range in order for that to work. So
Yeah, I know.
they got to get close enough to get that mind blast going. But again, the storm giants have a lot of hit points, and whether they can do keep their mass domination or mass suggestion going.
This might actually be able to work if we can be disruptive as possible so that the storm giants can just move in and clean up.
Yeah, if you guys. Well, tell you what, let me go ahead and put you on the map, and then you can tell me how you want to go about this. Active. All right. Well, you guys can put your guys on the battlefield. Nope. None of the. Let me just put a couple of. Okay, let me put 5 of my storm giants on the map, and a couple of these mind flares.
Watch, I'll put it in the wrong space when I drag.
Yeah, just moved where you want to. You picked the right spot. I was right next to one of the giants. And then we'll put ourselves up however high we are.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure me and Morel might have the movement to do a run in and run out, like skirmish type of fighting.
Yeah, and I
Cavalry
can
style.
always try to blast from afar or do other stuff.
All right.
You know what I'm talking about there, Morel?
Yeah, let's hope, because I don't have ranged stuff.
It's your movement.
7, or no, that doesn't seem right. Yes, 70. Yeah, that's right.
Thought you had more than 70 feet.
No. Swimming, I have 95. And I can use up a key point to dash for a bonus action.
Yeah, how we had go in, punch him once, retreat, just to distract them, stun and run, it's as it were.
All right. All right, here we go. I got my boys.
Depending on what we hear.
All right, let me just put a couple of them. As far as if you see a storm giant, you can pretty much know that these guys are. What I'm trying to say is, if a storm giant is engaging with a mind flare, then you have nothing to worry about. They're no concern of you guys. What you can concern yourself with is the ones that are not engaging the mind flyers. They're doing the sonic or the mind blast from the rear. All right, so again, these guys, these guys that are melee with the storm giants. They're you guys don't have to worry about those guys. These guys in the back that are doing the mind blast, you can get involved. That's on you. Let me go ahead and start the encounter, and you guys. Actually, you know what? I'm only gonna do the 4 people. Let me remove. Nah, fuck it.
This might actually be doable if like I said, if Morel can do the stun and run.
Remove combat. I'm gonna take the storm giants of the combat. All right. Well, let me begin the combat. Yes. Roll for initiative. Okay, you guys can roll your own initiatives. You don't need me to do that. Okay, that guy is. All right, so there's only 3 of you guys, so I think we're. Let me remove this guy.
But this might be possible. We would just have to be very deliberate with our actions.
All right. All right, so Lavanya, you're on the initiative. What are you doing?
Yeah, let me look. Just got the view of the battle. I'm looking at what I can do.
Now, I know what you're going to ask. Do we have surprise? No, you don't have surprise. Unless you sneak. That's a different, that's different. If you're like, well, I'm going to sneak up on them, and then, of course, I'm going to do a perception check to see if I can spot you.
I'm going to ask, I'm going to quickly ask, or as we're coming into combat, I'm going to ask Bruno and Morel, like, who they want to go at first.
Do any of them look like they might be concentrating on something?
Well, remember, they're doing mind blast on the guys in the back, the 4 in the back, they're doing mind blast. The other ones are in melee with the storm giants.
Probably get the backliners because it looks with the storm giants would be able to take a mind flyer in melee combat.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the ones that are melee.
This would essentially come down to 4v3.
Yeah, there's 4 you guys versus them. Yeah, you're right.
Next up spell. I'm trying to get their stats.
Still, I mean, haven't heard anything from you, Morel. Got any thoughts about it?
No, like I said, I don't have ranged options, so
I mean,
I can
split up my Eldritch Blast and hit all of them. I can target focus one, or I can try to see if I can take 2 out of the battle temporarily with a control spell.
Yeah, if you guys want to end this quickly.
I don't know if they're immune to stun, or I don't know if like any of the spells out of my staff would be any good against them because we don't know what their
Yeah,
features are.
that's why I suggested doing a quick in and out, like dash in, see if you can stun it, and come back. If not, we can just leave.
I'm going to
I think you
hold
guys.
my action till after Morel goes.
All right, all right. Well,
I don't know if you want to try to target the guy who goes between you and Bruno.
I am tempted to
Or do a different
see
guy.
if I can dash and do a lightning bolt or something across 3 of them.
excuse me. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do.
So how big are the aberrations? Are they 10 feet high?
They're large, 10 feet. Yeah. You you might have not ever come across some of these very large mind flayers. I mean, you can see what they look like. Just move your mouse over the token.
It's actually my movement. Set gets me there. And
So I'm holding my action, I said, till after Morel goes.
Gotcha.
And
Hey, I got a question, guys. You can't hide. You need cover in order to initiate hide. Okay, yeah, I see. Yeah.
some classes, like some ranger and wood elf, let you do it while only lightly obscured.
I got you. All right. Well, if
You
you're
need to
done,
make-
Jesus.
No.
Oh my God.
You need to make dexterity saving throws on those 3.
Alrighty. So, attributes. Okay. Dex. Saving throw. Let me just make sure I am reading this correctly. Saving throws. Okay. I have
Suppose a
advantage.
bonus is if they take damage, it might break any.
Oh Jesus! Even with advantage? God damn.
Might.
All right.
Who's-
Try that again. Saving throw advantage. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Saving throw advantage. All right. I probably didn't make it. I don't know what the DC is.
It's 16. It says on there, so one
Oh,
of them
yeah,
made
yeah.
it.
Oh, okay. The middle guy. Got you. All right. So you want to give me the damage on the guys?
It's 37, and then so it would be 18.
37 on the middle
the
guy.
save.
18 middle guy. Get it.
They were had any concentrating on any spells or anything.
No,
Need
they as a mind blast, it's an action, not a concentrate. Well, mind blast is a action with no concentration.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You said that a couple of the storm giants were holding their heads in
Oh, yeah.
confusion or something like that.
Yeah.
So if
That
any of those guys were concentrating on like a confusion spell or something,
right. No, they're
they now.
yeah, strictly mind blast. Nobody's doing a mass suggestion or anything like that.
Okay, and then after Morel's spell goes off and they take damage, I'm going to do my held action, which was casting Hypnotic Pattern
All right, all right.
and casting.
Jesus. This is probably gonna go fast.
I mean, should I try to get that guy on the front lines too?
Well, I think Morel's doing something. I don't know what he's doing.
I was just dashing with a key point to get back up into the air.
Oh, okay. I get a. I don't get an attack of opportunity. Is that correct?
You can.
All
I
right.
didn't hit you with a melee attack.
Well, I mean, you're moving away from me. That's all that matters. All right. So let me.
Yeah, but I have mobile, so had I melee attacked you, you would be shit out of luck. I did not.
Oh, okay. So you have mobile, therefore I don't get an attack.
Now, had I melee hit you, you wouldn't have gotten it. But I said since I did not melee you, you can try to hit me.
All right. Well, let me go ahead and let me. I'm just gonna attack you with a attack normal. Ooh, shit. Oh, that's a miss. All right. Well, that's it for me. If you want to. Oh, you already have 45. Okay. All right. Well,
Nice.
go ahead, Lavanya.
So my Hypnotic Pattern is on those three guys. It's a DC 23 Wisdom saving throw.
Is that a radius effect, or you pick 3 of them?
It's a. Do you not see the rectangular template I set?
Oh yeah, okay, I see it. Yeah. All right. Well, let me target and do an advantage. It's wisdom, intelligence. Okay, intelligence.
No, it's Wisdom.
Oh, okay.
Go up to the Hypnotic Pattern one.
Right. All right. So wisdom, saving throw, advantage. That's the top guy, Lavanya. It's this guy now. Wisdom, saving, advantage, 28, and then this guy down here. Mr. You guys can read. You don't need me to tell you. Mr. Assistant DM, you can vouch for my shit, my shenanigans. Okay, so wisdom, save and throw, advantage. All right, I think all of them made it.
Board.
Yeah.
Eye on the dice.
Well, that's good. I get advantage on magical saving throws.
Okay, so nothing happens.
All right, you finished there, right, Mara?
Yep, I was just letting her do her.
All right, I am going to. This guy looks at Lavanya and mind blast on you, madam. Pow, mind blast. Usability.
What's the range on Mind Blast?
It is.
Actually, hold on a second. Let me check something.
All right. All right. Since Foundry does not let me make a saving throw beforehand, you guys need to click on the DC Intelligence saving throw, or you can roll it normal. It doesn't matter to me. I'm just gonna click damage when you guys are finished. So Horsey Guy and Lavanya need to make a 18 Intelligence saving throw.
Let me I don't think I have advantage. I'm just double checking my character real quick.
Horsey Guy, do you want to make that 18 saving?
Yeah, I'm just checking here.
I think it's a pretty good story. Something different. You might like what's going on.
I mean, I'm probably gonna take the damage, but I can shake off the stun, so it's not too big of a deal.
Well, the thing is, there's 4 of them.
I can give you advantage on the saving throw if you want.
Too worried about it. The damage isn't that bad.
Okay.
Ooh. DC 18. You made it, Bruno. I'm going to hit the damage button, guys. That is 43. Ooh, Lavanya, that stings a little. And if you
It eats through my temp hit points.
creature saving throw. Is it half? 60 foot must succeed
It's save or nothing, it looks like.
at the end of. Yeah, okay, well, save or nothing. You are correct. Yeah, I don't see anything half for damage. All right, well, ooh, damage. Lavanya, you're down for.
Hold on a second. I'm 60 feet in the air. You don't have the range to hit me.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I didn't see the 60.
Well, I'll just say you hit me, and we'll keep going. 'Cause I'm not on 60 feet in the air.
Okay. Did you have the 60 before I did that?
She-
Yes,
did.
I entered
She
this
did.
battle at 60 feet in the air. Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I did it to Bruno then. All right. Well, then skip the 43 if that's the case. I was targeting Bruno. All right. Well, let me delete that. And all right, we'll move to the next. You know what? I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move my boy. I'm gonna move him right there. And then we got Bruno. This guy's moving towards you.
It's fine. This guy's farther down in the initiative order, so I'm gonna try and target him first. Bonus action, of course, rage.
All right.
Gives me the bonus movement. Move over there. Should be using me at mine. They're low on my rolls. Don't know what its AC is, but does an 18 or a 17 hit?
Armor class 15.
Okay. 6 plus 4 for my rage, if I'm correct. Might be 5 now. Oh, it's 4. It's taken 27 and 26 damage. A total of 53.
53. Oh, you taking care of that, Morale?
No, I have not been taking care of their damages.
It's
Oh,
this
okay.
guy here.
It's this guy. Oh, this guy over here? Okay. So 54 total, right?
53.
53. Okay. Because the hit points are going down. I'm not putting the damage. Morale, you.
Well, it got hit by
didn't
a.
s- I didn't see the hit points go down.
Yeah,
Well, I
I didn't
mean-
see it.
Yeah, well, I mean, nobody has. I mean, these are full hit.
I
Oh, yeah.
lightning bolted them.
Lightning bolt. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay. 54. Got it. Is that it, dude?
Oh,
All right. Ooh, shit. That hurt.
I'm also. It's not huge, so it doesn't get a save. Knock it. Feet this direction here, so it'll land prone over there.
Prone. You got it.
Yeah, it'll land prone over here.
Prone. All right. Right there. Or is it up here?
No, down one.
All right.
It
All right.
lands there prone. Spread ourselves out as much as we can.
All right, now we're cooking with gas. All right, this guy's gonna get right here. Look, oh, I'm gonna go down here, I should say. Look straight up at Morale, and I'm gonna blast you, sucker. So click here, mind blast, sucker, and I'll put the little whatchamacallit. Yeah, right about there. Ooh, Melania is, or Lavanya is within the area of effect.
I'm
I
60
would
feet in the air.
Oh, yeah,
I would
yeah.
argue no, because you have to look very.
I keep forgetting she's in the air. All right, well, let me, Morale, he made his, okay, well, he already made his save too. All right,
I
well,
argue that you'd have to look much farther up to aim at Morale than you would at Lavanya.
well, Mr. Algebra, Mr. Geometry can correct me if I'm wrong on that. All right, well, this guy, I'm gonna take him out of the combat because he's, I mean, the guys that are in melee with the fight with the storm giants, we're not gonna worry about those guys. Technically, you only have 4 that you have to mess with. Okay, that guy is melee. Okay, this guy, he takes a potion of flying. I have it. Look, I'm gonna drink it, guys.
Fine.
There you go. Potion of flying. Bam, in your face. He is going to get up.
That's an attack action he's not taking.
Well, I'm gonna fly and hurt Mr. Morale. Okay, so 15. He can.
No,
move.
you used your action to drink the potion. That was your action this turn.
Right. Moving or getting up is half my movement. So he went 15, so I have 15 more. Therefore, I will put fly 15 feet in the sky. All right, so this guy,
Okay.
I will do the same. Yes, pow. That is my action. That is correct. I will. Okay, well, I'm going to move up 30 if that's the case. Get close to Lavanya. All right, 30 in the air. The fight between the storm giants and the mind flayers is you don't have to worry about that. So Lavanya, you're up. If you win, then
Okay.
the storm giants win. Is what I'm trying to say. Let me delete that template. Get it out of there. All right. What's the plan?
I am going to target the range on this. Okay. I have to move 5 feet. Away. And then I'm going to cast Vortex Warp on this guy.
You got it.
DC 23 Constitution saving throw.
All right. Is that a magical ability you're doing or a spell, right?
Yes, it's a spell.
Oh, yeah. 4 max. Con saving throw. Jesus Christ. Well, I might make it. No, didn't make it.
Okay. This doesn't tell me the range. Isn't Vortex Warp 90 feet?
Yeah, it's down at the bottom. 1 action, creature, 90 feet.
Anywhere
Oh,
within
it says it
90
there.
feet of, anywhere within 90 feet of it,
Okay.
you can shunt him.
Yeah, I'm just going to send it 90 feet back behind the line of storm giants.
Oh, okay. Can you point to it so I can move him there?
Let me.
Oh, okay. Is it one
Yeah,
guy?
so like back here. It's back here was it's this guy I was targeting.
This guy, right?
No,
This guy.
this guy was who I was targeting.
Oh, okay. So he's gonna
And he's
go
moving back 90 feet.
90 feet.
That was 65. He's good.
Well, it's 90
That'll
feet
be
from your position, centered on you. You can shut them.
Oh, on my position? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, then, well, yeah, just 90. Yeah, that's right
So
there.
like right there is good.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
So no damage. I just
Nope,
moved.
I just zipped him away to get him out of range for now.
Oh,
And
okay.
then, hold on a sec. Yes. Use my bonus action to cast Hex on this guy.
All right. Well, you know what?
Okay.
I'm just gonna give you guys the stats because I'm about to do some shit right now. These guys are in Monsters Manual 2, page 198. And what I'm doing is a cunning presence. An ally starts with within 30 feet. I gotta be. Well, I am with 30 feet. Like for example, these two guys right here. A Monsters Man 2 guys, because I'm about to do a dash maneuver on Mr. Morale. Cunning presence. Any ally that starts within 30 feet of his Ularith and can see and hear the Ularith can take a dash. All right, so.
Well, neither of those guys are next in the initiative. It's a different. This guy's next in the initiative.
No, I think it's a free action. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but
It's a bonus action, so it's during their turn that they get to do that.
oh, it's got to be during my turn.
It's a bonus action. Bonus actions are part of your turn.
I don't see the.
Read the
Cunning
full
presence.
ability.
It says as hide action, disengage, dash, or hide as a bonus action.
Hide, dash. Oh, you're
And
right.
it
I'm
also
sorry.
says
Yeah,
And
you're
it also says if you start your turn within 30 feet, since his turn isn't starting yet, he can't take advantage of that.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I didn't see the bonus action part. As yeah, all these are bonus action. I got you. I got you. Aware of the presence within 2. We don't care about that. Bonus action can target within 30 feet. 3 creatures of his choice have advantage on ability check. Oh, I have advantage on my. Okay.
All right, and
Saving throws.
sorry, I'm also going to take the rest of my movement to move away a little bit.
I got you. So it's a bonus action. Dash.
Where's
Magic resistance. Yeah, yeah. You know what? I need to start casting some spells. All right, so Levon, you're done, I guess.
Yes.
All right.
I just took the rest of my movement.
All right, Morel.
Also, make sure you're doing your recharge rolls for your mind blast.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna start casting some spells. Let me take a piss, Mr. Morel. You're up.
This is actually a fairly balanced CR encounter for once. 3 17s versus 4 12s.
I don't know. I feel like a CR12 having a level 8 spell's pretty OP. Straight CR balance, though, it doesn't seem too bad.
Oh, mother grabber, you gonna stun me, man? That's not cool, bro.
Yeah, you need to make your... I'm doing my own damage, but if you can go ahead and make that first save.
That would be... What's the save?
Here's another one so you can see.
Oh,
DC 25 con.
25 con. On both of my guys, right?
Yes.
All right. Con, I get advantage. Wait a minute, this is not... No, I'm sorry, this is not magic.
No, it's not a spell. Not
Get
magic.
to con. Okay, let me try the second one. All right, con. Normal. Nope, that's not good. 25.
Okay,
That's pretty
so
fucking high.
he is done.
Stunning strike. God damn it. Well, I kind of planned for that. Want to do a lot of RPing tonight since we're low on the folks. Iron out the story. All right, so we got 2 that are stunned, and the other one's in the back. Okay, this guy.
I would be the closest. Yeah, I would be the closest to you. I'm on the ground.
All right, well, I'm going to, what's Feeble Mind on Lavanya? Kick. Hold your horses. Feeble Mind. What's the DC on that? 18. 18 intelligence. Is Feeble Mind intelligence? Well, I'll do it anyway. All right, Lavanya. Features. Feeble Mind is not on the chart, guys. All right, well, make a DC 18 in... Wait a minute. Let me just look it up real fast. I don't think Feeble Mind is intelligence. I think it's...
No, it's intelligence.
Is it? Oh, okay. All right, 18. Make that 18 Feeble Mind Intelligence, Lavanya. Because...
Do you have anything to add?
No, I buff other people's saving throws, not my own.
What's the range on that, by the way, guys? I don't want to screw things up here. Feeble Mind. Let me look it up.
150 feet.
Oh, is it? Okay, I got range. Okay.
Well, also, I don't know why you're moving towards Bruno and then casting a spell at me. If you're
Yeah,
targeting me, you're moving towards me.
I don't like you, Lavanya.
So, like, move towards me if you're casting a spell at me
I
instead of towards Bruno.
I wanted to go up. Bruno was talking shit, but then I reminded myself that I hate you, therefore feeble mind you. All right, so you didn't make that save, Lavanya. So whatever feeble mind.
Surprise, surprise, because it's intelligence.
It says 46 damage, psychic damage. On a fail, the creature's intelligence becomes 1. Can't cast spells, activate magic items. Ooh, you're in trouble. Is that a permanent thing, by the way, or is it?
No.
Yes, it lasts for like 30 days.
Can
30
also
days.
end it with a wish, heal, or restoration.
Ooh, in your
And guess who has greater restoration in our party?
Ooh, you go, girlfriend. See, I don't like you, Lavanya. That's why. All right, 18
What's the-
psychic damage. Psychic damage.
Which ability was it?
Feeble mind, sir.
Feeble mind spell.
sir.
Oh, so these are spellcasters that no spells are loaded in Forge
It's
for.
it's right there, bro. Don't give me your static, bro. It's in the stats.
I didn't go look it up in the DM screen. I was just looking at the
Oh
Forge.
yeah, the spells are not on the token. You are correct, sir.
Which book was this?
Number two.
2, page 198.
All right, Lavanya, you're not having fun. All right, well, I targeted her. I had the range. That's all I care about. Bruno, he was kind of moving to you. Then he looked up and saw that very annoying owl, and he said, "Fuck
I mean, I
that."
haven't annoyed him at all today.
All right, Bruno, what's the word, bro? I would have done it on Avanar if he was here, by the way, because he's the real spellcaster.
He has a much better chance of passing that check.
Oh, as a bonus, yeah, I'm not gonna do a bonus action. No need for a bonus action. I'm doing all right. Oh well, I might need a bonus action for this guy. Morale's guy. Well, I'm stunned, so this might be it. Okay. All right. Well, armor class is 15, so you probably hit all of them. Yeah. Well, you did hit all of them.
Oh, 60 damage so far.
Jesus, you can calculate that fast? I don't think so, bro.
33 plus 27 is 60.
Oh, okay. I was looking at the 16 and the 20 up at the top. Oh, that's the 2 hits. My bad. All right. Well,
Is he
that
dead
it?
yet?
Total? 60?
Is he dead yet after 60?
No, of course not. He's not dead, sir. Yeah, I'm gonna play these guys. Yeah, these gonna be good. It's gonna be good. 15 damage.
15.
Got it. Well, he's not dead, so. The only thing saving you is freaking Stunmeister over there. Is that it for you?
Yeah, he's knocked 10 feet backwards and is prone.
Lavanya, did you say you just need lesser restoration to cure that?
Greater.
Okay, I don't have that.
All right, and
Greater,
prone.
heal, or a wish. Otherwise, she's got to wait 30 days before she gets a resave.
That's right. Take that,
Or,
Lavanya.
or the alternative if someone just dispels it on her.
All right, you done there?
Can you dispel it? It doesn't say dispel as an option.
Oh, it's an instantaneous. Like you can't
Yeah.
dispel instantaneous.
All right. I am gonna move forward, Bruno.
Hold on,
Oh,
I'm
okay,
moving.
hold on.
I was just distracted by something.
Well, if you're gonna do something, go ahead and do it. Oh, this guy's.
Yeah,
way
I'm just
fucking-
gonna move over here.
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna. Oh, he's not within 30 feet, so I can't dash. Okay. All right. Well, he's going to. Okay, I'm going to dash, making it 60 right there. Yeah. All right, Lavanya. This guy looks like he's swarming in, swooping. He's moving real fast in your direction.
She's still capable of attacking with weapons.
Whatever. Whatever's clever. I think you guys are gonna like this story. It's definitely different. Definitely original.
I'm going to pull out the eye stalk I have and shoot it at this guy to stun him because he's the guy that's in range of me.
You can't. Is that a mag? Would that be considered a magic item?
No, it's a creature heart.
It was harvested off of a creature, so it's It's not strictly a magic item.
Don't you have to hit me with
Okay.
your little whatever?
Hold on, there's a check. Is I believe it's Constitution. I wrote it down. Hold on. Somewhere.
You throwing a heart at me or something? I think I don't know.
No, I'm shooting you with a paralyzing ray.
Oh,
It's a DC 13 Constitution check.
oh, I get advantage on that.
Spectator eye stock. No, it's an animal feature.
It's that
not
spectator
magic.
ice stock
it's
that
not
we
magical.
ripped off
Oh,
that
okay.
thing.
I got you. I'm still gonna make it. That's a pretty low. It's a con save, right?
Constitution, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll make it. Oh my God! Oh Jesus! God.
At least
So
you get some kind of revenge.
Whoa, that's fucking sucks.
you're paralyzed for 1 minute. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of your turns.
Oh man. Oops, wrong one. Paralyzed.
And then I'm just gonna
Alright, I'm paralyzed. That's pretty good.
guess I'm gonna move,
Damn, man, what
so
did I roll? Roll the one. Jesus Christ. Oh well. So 3 down, 1 to go.
I mean he gets to reattempt the save when at the end of his turn, so he could pass it and be
Oh.
right back up for next round.
Alright, we're good.
I need to move. Okay.
Alright, Morel. Well, he's just gonna punch me in the face. There goes that idea.
I mean, yeah.
He's gonna punch me and then he's gonna fall and he's gonna go down and punch the other guy. Stunning should be fucking illegal in 5th edition. Or it should be,
And
it should have a lower DC check.
I mean, in previous editions, you just daze locked people, so
I mean the reason the DC check is so high is because of all the gold we got from that obnoxious encounter where we stocked up on magic items. Otherwise the DC wouldn't be as high to pass.
Wow. Yeah, that's fine. I kind of wanted you guys to chit chat with the Storm Giants anyway. Everything is going
Head
as
and do your
planned.
2 DC 25 cons.
I got 225 cons. Of course I'm not gonna make it.
Yep.
Of course I'm not gonna make it. All right, so con saving throw normal. Oof. Of course I'm not gonna make it. Con saving throw normal. 14. All right, so does that mean you're just gonna fly towards me and stun me? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, I'll put the.
Your one guy's
stun.
paralyzed, so I'm not going at him yet.
How come when I do the stun, your little picture doesn't show up?
It's a custom effect I have, and I'm not flying at that guy. He's already paralyzed.
Oh yeah, you're right. So let me take that out.
I'm going to this other.
All right, got it. All right, so this guy is stunned since I already.
there you go.
I mean,
Okay.
but
And
yeah,
then
I mean, he's still not dead. Do you not want to finish him off?
not for the cost of extra resources that I don't need to spend right now.
Oh, all right, all right. All right, so this guy's paralyzed. This guy's stunned. I mean, that's pretty much it. There's nothing I can do here. All right, so
Your other guy can shake off the
oh
paralyzation.
yeah, this guy. All right, well, yeah, that guy is stunned, so I'm not gonna do him. You're up, Bruno. This guy is paralyzed. Now, since he took a potion of flying, that wouldn't necessarily make him, fall down 30 feet.
Correct.
Okay. Hey, hold on, guys. I'll be right back.
I should be rolling that with advantage. 'Cause he's stunned.
And
So the 23 would have hit. Your 35 damage is going to kill him. Jump up as part of my movement so I can hit the 15 guy.
Sorry about that, guys. All right, well, Bruno. Okay, well, you guys are doing your thing.
35 to the one down here.
This one, right?
Here, down here.
Oh, this one, 35. Oh, he's dead.
35 to that.
How'd you?
30.
Well, let me just read that.
And then 33 to that up there.
I'll take your word for it. 33 for this guy up here.
Yep.
Alrighty. All right.
I land after my jump. Over here. That way you should get advantage hitting them.
All right. This guy.
Stunned.
Oh yeah, he's stunned. Okay.
Goes away, but at least you're gonna.
Okay, this guy's paralyzed. This is the guy that I can make a save on.
Yeah, at the end of his turn.
Oh well.
No, this was the guy I paralyzed. He's dead now.
Oh, is he dead?
I thought.
How did he die, by the way?
Yes. This was the
Oh.
guy I paralyzed with the eye stalk.
He put the paralyze on the other one.
Oh, this guy.
Yeah, that guy was way out of range. I couldn't target him, which is why I targeted this guy.
Well, in that
Oh.
case, I would have stunned that guy.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I'm sorry, I didn't see you move around. I was looking at something else.
Oh, we'll go with this.
Well, hold on. My 19 damage would have been on him with the stun then. Bruno still would have killed that bottom one without that damage, so let me put the 19 on him instead. And the
And
stun onto him.
All right. Well, if he's stunned, then might as well get this over with. You've already taken care of my guy. Well, this guy's he's stunned as well. All right. Well, we already know that the stun is gonna last too long for us to give a shit about. So, is it okay just to stop the encounter? Unless you guys want to do
I'm fine.
something else. Again, this guy's stunned and this guy's stunned. There's nothing for me to do. So let's go ahead and end the combat. All right. So here's what happens. Why did he? I don't care. All right. So yeah, it
Probably move in to take care of Lavanya here.
all right, as soon as you guys take care of that, you look back, you see that these storm giants are basically putting their foot on top of the large mind flares, and some of them are just smacking them. They all go down. They look like they're pretty much exhausted from the battle. And you know that's more than likely, you know, the spells, feeble mind, and all these other things that they have the ability to do. All right, so they look exhausted. They look up at you. They kind of, you know, bend down like they've been in a marathon, and they look up at you guys. And this guy moves over. He steps over the mind flare, and then he looks again. These guys are 25 or 26 to 30 feet high. They look down at you, kind of stern, and then he puts his hand out, and he says, "Well met. I
I'll
think."
speak. Yeah, I'll speak in giant. I said, "Looked like I'll shake his hand. Looked like you were in trouble there from these fiends."
He said, "Yes, we've been in conflict with these vermin for quite a while. It's luckily that you were able to help us out. We appreciate it." And then he kind of looks back at the other storm giants, and they all start moving closer to you guys, like almost like curiously looking at you guys, maybe like dogs. Again, I've been watching a lot of animal videos, guys, so give me a break. All right, so he looks. They all look at you and they say, "Well, we appreciate your help. If there's anything we can do, we can definitely use um, your abilities in this engagement with the mind flayers." He actually gives you the correct name for these creatures. They're not technically, well, they're mind flayers. That's correct, but they're called the Euler Red. The Euler.
If I may ask a boon for the help here, it appears that your group has been able to deal with has some way of dealing with the mental attacks of these creatures, as you all seem to be in a decent shape.
He
Would
says,
I be correct?
Yes, we've been having an ongoing war with these spawn, and then he says the spawn hold on, guys. They're in the D&D Beyond book, guys. So go to D&D Beyond and type in Elder.
Yay, I can't use the site.
Well, the rest of the guys can. Elder Brain Dragon. He has a name for it, guys. Actually, let me generate a name for these guys. Hold on. No.
Well, while you're looking that up, I'll speak them. By the way, as a favor, you wouldn't happen to have any kind of shamans or healers with your tribe or group, would you? One of ours got hit with particular debilitating mental assault, and they're a little worse for wear.
He says, "Well, we are going to be making it back to the city. We can invite you to come along if you need any kind of help."
If you would be willing to give that bit of mental healing to our friend here, we wouldn't mind coming along. What do you say, Morel?
Yep. I have no way to help her right now.
All right, so they start talking. They don't technically tell you it's a elder brain, a monster, but just to cut things, short, I'll just mention that. So they start, on the way over there, they start telling you tales about what the hell's going on. So here's the gist, because again, you're talking to them while you're gonna, go in, while you make it into the Cloud City. So basically, let me put the overhead map. I know. I was thinking maybe I could slowly kind of win you into what's going on, but I mean, they might as well be direct and tell you what the hell's happening. All right, so let me put the world map real fast.
And that would fit the giant theme.
Yeah.
Usually
All right,
a very
well,
direct.
Yeah, no, you're correct. So let me put the X marks the spot. All right, so they're basically, what's happening is they've been at war with some of the hill giants as well as the other giants that are trying to bring down the storm giants, because there's conflicts between giants. You guys can look that up. That's kind of in the lore. But basically, there's this elder brain dragon, which again you can look up on the D&D Beyond, that has been turning these hill giants and other forms of giants into these the creatures that you just fought. If you look at this, and well, if you, oh, you know what? It doesn't matter. If you look at the stats of an Elder Brain dragon, guys, you know that its breath weapon spits out those brine tadpoles. So instead of someone putting you in the hot seat, strapping you down, and putting these tadpoles inside your eyeballs, this particular dragon spits out these tadpoles, and as soon as you're infected, you have a couple of days. I think it's a couple of hours from what I remember. I think it's hours before you start turning into a mind flayer. So this dragon is now. Are the hill giants welcoming inviting the monster, the Elder Brain dragon, to turn them into mind flayers? No, the hill giants are not down with the Elder Brain dragon. They're not, but they're being turned into these creatures that are attacking the cloud giant. I'm sorry, the storm giants. And they're basically telling you that this conflict started happening as soon as you got. Well, they don't know you guys. They don't know who you are, but you already know that after a month, these rumblings started to happen between the the storm giants and the other cities that are happening. Now, the reason that there hasn't been any contact between the other city, which is let me get the name. I forgot the name of it. Where is it? Okay, between the other city, which is Brightforth, is because the hill giants have been causing havoc throughout the region. Not only do they have these hill giants that are being turned into mind flayers, you also have these. Well, stone giants are not large, but again, other forms of giants are being turned into mind flayers in order to take down the storm giants. The king of the fort or the cloud city, he is having squabbles with his brother because his brother also has say in what happens in the city, and the king's brother is saying, "Look, we need to attack and kill off all the people around us, including the humans." So the brother is instigating a brawl between themselves and the humans. The king is sympathetic to the humans because he's thinking, well, they're not really involved. But the brother's arguing, saying, look, eventually this goddamn elder brain is gonna start turning these humans into mind flayers as well. So we need to kill them before they attack us. So you get the gist. I'm gonna put you in the
Well, we did ask, like I said before, as a thanks for helping them in combat, if we could have taken our party member here to some kind of shaman or healer where she could have gotten the problems with her mind taken care of that these mind flayers did.
Oh yeah, they'll eventually take you to that location. Let me put you in the map before we do. Whoops. Let me delete all these guys from here. All right.
Saying that because if you're aware, since she's got a 1 intelligence, she's not going to be able to interact with you with any kind of RPing because she can't talk illegibly, or at least her character.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so
I'm playing with some rocks that I picked up on the way here. Not paying attention.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, she'll eventually get cured, guys. But for now, the guards or the militiamen want to introduce you to their king. And if Lavanya wants to act as a diplomat, she can, but they want to introduce you.
I cannot act as diplomat. I am stupid.
Oh, okay. Well,
my charisma is a 1.
All right. Well, before they start introducing to the king, do you want to get her fixed? Am I correct on
That's
that?
why we asked if we could get her fixed before before we present her to someone of authority. That way, we don't accidentally insult them.
I got you. All right. He has a couple of daughters. As a matter of fact, he has 5 daughters. I'm not going to go through that right now. All right. So you walk into the cloud, or you fly to the Cloud City. The storm giants. I don't think they can fly. How the fuck do they get up there? They can swim. Huh.
I think they cloud walk or something like that.
Thunderstep. Is that it? You teleport. Okay, they have Thunderstep, guys. Okay, good. Thanks there, Mr. Dude. All right, so they have Thunderstep. They do their Thundersteps. You already know what the Cloud City looks like. I put it in Discord. All right, so they make it up there. The Storm Giants wave you in. The guards see you, or the guards kind of wave you in. You make it into the city. The city is fairly large.
They can levitate. They can levitate at will.
Right,
so,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. So they wave you in. You make it to the city. The city's almost like a Greek types of buildings is what I'm. The architecture.
Pantheons.
Pantheons. Yeah, that sort of.
Like that.
Yeah, exactly that. All right, so you guys walk in. The people seem to be pretty calm. They don't seem to be too worried about anything. They basically take you to one of their clerics. Lavanya, you are now healed. The guy that's escorting you is basically telling the people that you guys meet that you guys were able to help them out. They think of you as allies, so they don't charge you for whatever healing you guys need.
I'll still make a donation just for good faith. Let's do 400 gold.
All right, so they kind of look down at you guys in a kindly manner. You eventually one of the guards that you guys made friends with, he escorts you to the chamber where the king is located, which is this guy right here, and a couple of his daughters. I'll put the daughters there in a little while. So he has 5 daughters. You see that they're all basically just talking amongst themselves. The guard kind of moves in. He bows down to the king. The king looks at you guys. Again, you guys are like 4 feet or something, real short. This guy's 26, 30 feet high, as well as his kin. And then the guard that made friends with you kind of tells him that you were able to help them with mind flares. You briefed them on what was happening with the situation of the hill giants and other giants that are being turned into these mind flares. The king looks at you, and his brother's here as well. Let me put a picture of that guy. Stormguard. Okay, no, that's not good. Okay, this is his brother. Let's go with this guy. All right, so his brother is basically, well, I already kind of told you that they're having disagreements. This guy is pro killing humans, and I mean he's not pro killing humans just because he wants to kill humans. He wants to nip it in the bud before more of these creatures are created. Because again, they have already told you about the Elder Brain Dragon. And this dragon is eventually going to turn all the allies that they had, which are the humans and the giants. Well, the hill giants are not technically allies, but the hill giants aren't stupid enough to go up against the storm giants. And now that the mind flayers are turning them, or the elder dragon is turning them into these powerful mind flayers, the king is like, well, maybe we should, get ahead of the game by snuffing out the humans before they are turned into these mind flayers. But again, the king is not too keen on the idea. This is where you guys come in. So they start to argue about what they should be doing. The female, his daughters, I'll just pick her as the one that with sense. she's saying, look, these humans have nothing to do with this quarrel. If anything, they're innocent. We should just, maybe try to help them. And then the brother of the king is saying, look, we already know that this elder dragon is turning all of the people around us into these mind flayers, so we need to kill them now. And then this is where you guys get it. I think I've described the situation. No need for me to,
So,
ramble
out
on.
of character, how are you guys feeling so far? We still feeling good to continue, or?
Yeah, we could stop here. That's totally cool. I just kind of wanted to fill you on the story, and from there we can move forward. So yeah,
This would be a decent enough place to stop if you're not feeling like continuing.
yeah,
I'm gonna ask. I'll ask now before we continue.
yeah, I'm cool with either way. I would like to have maybe 2 other people in the game, but I wanted to just give you the story before we kind of move to the
Yeah,
next.
because Lavanya, Mora, how you guys feeling?
I'm fine. If Avanar was coming, he should be here any time now, but
Yeah, he should be here in the next 20 minutes, I would think, if he's coming.
Yeah, again, guys, my thing was just I gotta get this story out before I forget. Which I think is a pretty interesting story about how this elder brain is turning all the allies of the storm giants into enemies by spitting out these the tadpole things that you guys can check the stats on. Now, there are some innocent bystanders, which are the humans that, again, the brother is arguing to take out before they grow up or before they turn into more mind flyers and the more problems they have. So he's of the mind that, look, these humans can maybe teleport to our city. We can't have that. Again, teleporting is going to cause a lot of problems. So, for example, maybe a mind flayer would charm or feeble mind somebody, or take a human over that has spell casting abilities, or maybe even better yet, one of these spell casting mind flyers has the ability to teleport, and then they could just have a garrison teleporting inside the city. So that's the brother's mindset. He said, we don't know if these guys can teleport, or if they can't teleport, we're going to have some problems, because as you already know from the fight, they can cause a lot of damage. Not only the feeble mind, but the mind blast and the other spells that are on the stats, which I'm not going to go through because you guys can read yourselves.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of tired right now. I'm kind
Okay,
of
cool.
holding on. See, maybe
All right.
Avanar would have shown up by now, but
Yeah, before we call it a day, are you guys clear on the story, the indifference between the brother and the king, he doesn't really know what to do. The sisters are like, we shouldn't kill the humans. We should, try to help them out as best as we can.
yeah, we're about to
Just-
get.
just
Go
to
ahead, Mara.
clarify, because I know the main town to the south had brought this up, that people from the north weren't coming through. Are these guys just killing any humans they find in the area? Are they particular targeting the town from the north because they think it's
Well, you have.
an easier target for the mind flayers? Or I'm just confused why they're targeting humans that aren't already mind flayers if there's not already a mind flayer presence in that town.
Well, they're the humans, from what you're being told by the female, because they're sympathetic towards the humans. The humans have been fending off the city is fortified with large castle walls. So they have the ability to fend off the the large mind flyers, because of the walls and arrows and all that other stuff. The reason why the caravans haven't been going towards the city. Let me go. Sorry about that, guy. The city of Hammer or Summerham is because of the conflict with the Mind Flayer and the Hill Giants and the other giants that are
It's
harassing.
too dangerous to send
Yeah.
trade caravans
Thank you.
through.
Yeah. So right now.
Well,
the-
if
go ahead.
so, I'm just
Yeah.
if they're so well fortified there that they're not sending caravans,
Mhm.
I don't know why. I'm confused on the giants' motive to go after the humans. It just doesn't.
He's of the opinion that
They're not gonna last long.
those humans could be turned into
Yeah.
mind flayers, and which
So-
would end up having a bigger problem in the end, and he wants to just nip the problem in the bud.
So the tactically not mouth breathing retard response would be to go take advantage of the fact that the humans have a bastion in front of the mind flayers and flank the mind flayers and deal with them. The idea that the humans are turtled up, the mind flayers are trying to get to them,
Yeah.
and the giants want to try and kill the humans who are turtled up behind the mind flayer lines just does not make sense to me.
Well, how can they
I'm
escape
lost
the
on it.
city? Well, if the city's under siege, the city is under siege. You already know that. They're surrounded by these.
Yeah, and the
Mhm.
cloud giants are not, or the storm giants. These giants are not in that city, so they're outside of the siege line. They're behind enemy lines, as it were.
Yeah, but they're not going to be able to fend off these giants forever, Mr. Morel. They're eventually going to fall. Again, you have.
Point being, they should team up with the humans when the mind flayers make a run at this town and hammer them from the flank against the human walls.
So, human city,
Yeah, Brightforth. Uh-huh.
mind flayer assaults.
Mhm.
Oh, you
Yeah,
did-
yeah.
I was drawn.
Yeah,
So yeah, Brightforth.
right, yeah.
Mind flayers are assaulting all around the edges.
Yes, correct.
Storm giants are here.
Uh-huh.
The mind flayers are literally between the storm giants and the humans. So why are the storm giants compelled to say that they want to kill the humans?
'Cause-
This doesn't make any
No,
sense
it's
to
the
me.
one dude who has
because
that.
the
opinion.
walls are eventually going to be breached, Mr. Morel. They're not going to make it. They're not going to be able to outlast.
It's the one dude's opinion. There's other.
The opinion makes no sense. I don't comprehend how you are going to kill someone in a besieged town surrounded by your enemies. It would make sense to attack your enemies and pincer them against those fortifications, but instead they're planning somehow to bypass or ignore the mind flayers who are their own enemies to go after the humans in the wall. It just
Wait,
I'm
all right.
completely confused
All
on
right.
how they're planning on being.
All right. Well, you know that the Brightforth is being surrounded by these large mind flyers, as well as the allies. You got that
Oh.
point, right?
Morale.
Yes.
It's coming down to the king doesn't want to do that. The brother's of the opinion that he wants to.
That's
just
not helping me.
prematurely.
That's not helping me.
Well,
I don't care what the political factions are in the Storm Giants. I care that the entire concept of any one single of them thinking this is intelligence -30, mouth breathingly retarded, and
Okay.
I can't comprehend how he it doesn't
You're
make
breaking.
sense.
You're breaking him.
well, I don't see why he's confused. The fortification, the walls are eventually going to come down.
Well, you're breaking.
You
them
say
because-
eventually, but they're not now. So if they fall eventually,
They're going to lose.
so jump into the future when the walls have fallen.
Yeah.
They're not even humans anymore. They're mind flayers. They've been taken over.
Right.
So
That's
the human thing's irrelevant.
yeah. So
Then
that-
you're not going against humans anyways. So
Well-
back to the point, why is your idiot saying like that you should deal with the humans. Deal with the mind flayers
because
that are currently trying to get to the humans,
because
which,
they,
by the way, you have to get through to get to the humans.
so the elder brain they siege the city. All right, Mr. 1000 IQ. They siege the city. You have a lot of humans running around ready to get sprayed on by the elder brain and make 1,000 more mind flyers. You got that part right, Mr. 1000 IQ. You understand?
If
that
the
part?
elder brain shows up at the town and starts spraying on them, sure, if they're
Right.
outside.
All right, that's why the brother's concerned. He's saying, look, this is eventually going to happen. You have this dragon this elder dragon that's going to take his army and siege right for it. And before we can let that happen, we should just go in there and maybe
There's the crux of the
And-
issue. Let me stop you right there. You want to do something before that happens,
Yeah.
but before that happens,
it's
it's already besieged, surrounded by the giant's own enemies, the mind flayers.
well, it's,
You,
it's
it's
not-
like you're bypassing the entire concept of this town being
Well-
besieged by your enemies.
Well-
You're like, no, we'll just go into the town, which is surrounded by our own enemies,
well, let's
to deal with the humans in the fortified town, which is besieged by our enemies.
Yeah,
It doesn't
well-
make sense.
Well, look, it's not to the point where it's gonna go down within the next few minutes. It's gonna eventually go down, maybe I don't know, and let's just say a week.
But you said it's already besieged right now.
it's being besieged, but it's not like to the point where the walls are gonna crumble the next second, right?
But it is besieged, which means the town Brightforth is surrounded by mind flayers. It's
Right.
in the process of being besieged.
Yeah.
How does this guy plan to get to the humans when they're literally surrounded by the mind flayers?
Well, they can always, whatever spells these guys have. Let me just check. Hold on. Storm Giants. Hold on. I know they got a lot of stuff that they can do.
Rather than allying with the humans and coming up with a plan for when that siege comes to defeat it, you want to wipe out potential allies
I
as well as
Yeah,
future trading part. This is kind of RPing with, as well as future trading partners.
I understand what Morel is saying. He says, why should we go in there and kill anyone?
How can you go? It's not even
Yeah.
why should. I'm not getting into the political motivations here. I'm stuck on the physical impossibility of the plan and the sheer stupidity of it physically, given facts on the ground. It's not feasible. It doesn't make any reasonable existential sense.
Well,
It
well,
can't be someone's thought unless their intelligence is negative 30.
He's saying that it's so stupid that it's breaking his brain.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. That's why the female, the daughter of the king, is saying, look, we should go in there and help the humans, because they're going to turn into mind flyers. And then the brother, he's like, no, we should go in there and kill them before the dragon is able to create more.
But as soon as he says that, done. He can't keep talking. He's stupid. He's literally been stupefied, because you can't just go in there, because you just said it's besieged by their enemies. You don't just you just walk past all your enemies who are besieging a town into the town, which is also fortified. So you're bypassing your enemies. You're bypassing the fortifications. You're somehow doing all that, getting into the town, and then murdering the
Well,
humans.
his brother's evil. Does that make sense to you? He's an evil guy.
You're going back to a motivational argument. I'm not questioning his motivation. I'm questioning the sheer physical impossibility of what he is proposing.
Well,
It makes no
all right,
sense.
well, let me correct myself, because he's not saying to. He's basically saying let them die. Yeah,
okay,
are you happy with that?
that's fine.
Okay.
That makes sense.
All right. Well, you have a point. I agree with you. Let's just retcon from let's go in
Okay,
there and
so the
kill them.
sisters want to go in and mount a rescue, and he's like, "Nah, fuck them.
Yeah, thank
we,
you. Okay,
we,
let's go with
it's
that.
not worth our resources."
I agree.
Okay.
That's a good. That's a better story. I like that. All right. So.
We're not going to go with the negative 30 intelligence
Well,
story.
he does have a point. Why should they go in there where they're eventually?
I haven't seen Morel that worked up in a while.
No,
He really broke
I
his
appreciate.
brain.
It's a group story, guys. It's not just me. All right, so yeah, I agree with that. So we already know the what's happening here. The sister wants to the king to help the humans. The brother says, "Fuck the humans," and that's basically it. Oh, by the way,
In which case,
uh-huh.
our argument to take sides with the sisters is, if he doesn't help them, then they may end up bolstering the Mind Flayers army if we sit back and let the invasion occur and the Mind Flayers succeed.
Exactly. Thank you. All right, so we ironed that out. Appreciate the input there, bro. All right, so also he has a son that has disappeared and hasn't returned. They don't know where he is, so that's another.
The
sad-
brother has a son, or the
No,
king has a son?
the king has a son who went
Okay.
out there as a hero to see if he can slay the elder dragon, whatchamadoodle, and he hasn't returned. All right, so we all know what's happening here. Help the humans, yes or no. Bring back the son. He might or might not be dead. Kill the elder dragon brain creature thing, and help with the defense of the defense of Summerfell, because again, Summerfell is eventually going to get attacked. Eventually, not now, maybe next week. We got until May to finish this whole thing off. So stuff will happen by then. Okay, guys. All right. So we're good on the story, though, right? It's not completely, a shitty story, but we're all on the same page, is what I'm trying to get at, right? Everybody good?
Yeah, I get it.
All right.
Yeah. For next session, some things I'm going to want to glean more information on is, what do they know about the dragon in terms of where it lives, and does it come out of the mountains or does it stay in the mountains? Also, I want to know why the elder dragon is targeting the storm giants specifically. Like, why does it want to take them down?
Oh, okay. Well,
And we can talk about that next session, but
Yeah.
those are things I want to
okay. Good.
get info on.
All right, we'll talk about that. Plus, I want to get some side missions going as well. But that's the gist of the whole area that you guys are going to have to deal with. Of course, you can turn your back on the whole thing. You might want to piss me off, but yeah, you could do that if you wanted to. All right, no, but this is it. That's the story, guys. I just kind of wanted to cement that before we ended the game today. All right, any questions about? I think we're all clear on what's going on. I would assume. And I'll try to recruit 2 more people next week. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stop the stream because this is private info. And all right, so.